So you may have heard of Zane Reborn 2's little hybrid war. Well, I decided to make an entry to this hybrid war with a flying creature of my own. They used to rule the skies back then, and they shall today. Here I present Khorne. No, not that Khorne. Khorne as in the chaos god of war and rage. And we're going to be taking a little dive into how I constructed Khorne and why he is going to absolutely dominate the battlefield. So to start Khorne's genetic makeup, we have Meganeuropsis permiana, the largest insect of all time, being a giant dragonfly. This is going to help out Khorne a lot, as it will make him a more coordinated flyer, and also dragonflies are known to fly really fast, and Meganeuropsis was not any different, being able to fly at 35 miles an hour. So not only does this contribute size, it also contributes flight skill and the pretty vast range of eyesight that the dragonfly has. The next contributor to Khorne will be the common yellow jacket. Now, yellow jackets are going to be aiding in many different ways, and to start off is their exoskeleton. Yellow jackets have a really powerful exoskeleton, although most people don't really notice since they're so small. Well, Khorne's going to be a lot bigger than a regular yellow jacket, so that exoskeleton is definitely going to come in handy. Also, yellow jackets have really strong jaw muscles, which are going to be great for, close-up combat. And also, yellow jackets are very coordinated flyers, and they can fly really fast, which just kind of goes along with the dragonfly as well. And yellow jackets are very aggressive. Aggressive behavior will help Khorne, as you have to actually want to fight something in order to fight it. Of course, the yellow jacket also has its stinger, which will be of great aid on the battlefield. Another contributor will be the tiger beetle. Now, the tiger beetle can't really contribute too much, although it does have one important thing, and those are its huge jaws. As having massive jaws like that will definitely mess up whatever the heck Khorne decides he wants to attack. Next contributor to Khorne is a bird? Let me explain. So the northern fulmar, the bird we will be using, has a little trick up its sleeve. Let me ask you this. In a war where you have to be able to fly, what happens when you can't fly? Well, the northern fulmar has a little trick up its sleeve where it is able to spit a oily glue compound made in its stomach, and this glue essentially tangles up and messes up the feathers or wings of any predator, making it near impossible, or at least really difficult, for them to fly. Which, in a fight where you kind of have to be flying, this will help out Khorne a lot. Now, Khorne's next contributor is the velvet ant. Now, velvet ants are interesting because they are one of the only wasps with a sting that you don't even have to be allergic to for it to kill you. And they're also incredibly painful. So when you get hit by this stinger, you're definitely going to feel it, which is kind of an important thing for Khorne, as not only will his sting do significant damage, as we'll figure out later, it will also severely distract and or discomfort the thing he is trying to kill. Also, something I just figured out while editing, the velvet ant actually has the longest stinger out of any wasp, so that's interesting. So the next contributor to Khorne is none other than the tarantula hawk. Now, the tarantula hawk isn't exactly known for being the greatest flyer, although what it is known for is its venom, being able to paralyze the tarantulas that it hunts for almost days on end. And since prey can't really fight back while it's paralyzed, this will obviously give Khorne the advantage because he's fighting an opponent that can't move, assuming he hasn't already shut off their ability to fly with his glue spit. And the tarantula hawk overall just has some pretty potent venom. I also want to add just a little bit of giant Darner DNA, a modern day pretty decently sized dragonfly, just to kind of balance everything out and make sure Khorne still has his ability to fly with the precision that the dragonfly is known for. Now, the final contributor is the aphid. Now, you may be wondering, why aphids, right? Well, Zane said a little something in his video. I'll let him say it himself.
Together! Volt and Maggie have practiced together! Volt and Maggie together!
Yeah. So this implies that we are going to be able to have multiple guys out on the battlefield. And if this is true, well, aphid DNA is going to help with that. See, aphids have a funny little thing that has to do with their life cycle being so short, and they are born pregnant. That's right. The second they are born, they can already lay eggs. Also, they grow insanely fast. Like, they can reach adulthood in about a couple days. So, assuming, and this is a really big assumption, so if this happens to be wrong and I'm rambling for no reason, then I probably won't be including aphid DNA. Although, this means that Khorne will be able to quickly grow his legion over a vast area, and with Yellowjacket consuming most of Khorne's mindset, he will be able to coordinate with all of his fellow members and hopefully win the war. Now, assuming all goes to plan, it should end up a little something like this.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm. You were given orders. You were given time. You were given more leeway than most, and yet I find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire.
This isn't a good time.
The Empire anticipated your resistance, which is why they sent me. I am Conquest, and I am your last chance to fulfill your duty.
You don't understand. All this is my fault. So the only thing I want to do right now is hit something as hard as I can.